Hello, everyone. This is Maurice with Maurice Money Matters. Today, we're going to talk about the difference between frugal and cheap. Yes, there is a difference between being frugal and being cheap. Frugal is being more intentional about what you do with your money, what you buy, how you buy it, and how you save money, being intentional about the way you spend your money. Cheap is like trying to get away with not outspending any money at all costs. Everything you buy is on the cheap and is made a cheap product and that type of things. And you don't want to do the necessities because you don't want to spend any money. That's being cheap. And oftentimes you find that being cheap, it has the adverse effect. You buy stuff that's cheap and you end up losing money and things break apart and that type of things. Or you don't do the essential things. Like some people are so cheap that they don't want to go to the dentist or they don't want to go to a regular doctor's appointments when necessary. Those things can cause you long-time health issues and problems. If you don't keep your dental up, it can have a long-time effect on you and your health overall. So those are things that, being cheap can actually hurt you in the long run. Give you an instance of being frugal. When I go to buy another vehicle, I never buy a vehicle that's brand new. I've done that once in my life. But the hit you take of buying a brand new vehicle and driving it off the floor and how much money you lose as soon as you drive it off isn't worth it to me. Depending on what type of vehicle you buy, you can lose thousands upon $1,000 just driving it off the lot. If you drive it off the lot and you bring it back, it's worth considerably less than it was before you drove it off the lot. That doesn't make much sense to me. That's being frugal. Most time if I go to places and I'm buying a large item, something that's very expensive, I either are going to ask for is any discounts available or is that the bottom line for what they can take. Some people are embarrassed to have those discussions about will you take less. Oftentimes when you buy large purchases, they have already put that in that price, thinking that they're going to sell it for less than what they actually asking for. And if you don't ask, then they won't give it to you. A lot of people just go in and the sticker price on everything, and they can say this $1,000 by just asking, and will you take less? There's no harm in asking. All they can do is say no. But being frugal and being cheap is totally two different things. It's like when you talk about and you ask people and you say, well, a person is ignorant. Oftentimes when you say a person is ignorant, they think that you are saying they're stupid or something like that. Being ignorant versus being stupid is two different things also. Being stupid, it means that you have issues learning and that type of things, and you're slow. You won't be able to pick up, and that's kind of the definition of stupid. But being ignorant means you just haven't learned that specific thing. The common person is ignorant when it comes to rocket science. But being ignorant when it comes to rocket science don't mean you're stupid. This means something that you've never learned. So it's wise to be frugal, because frugal will help you in the long run. When you take and start investing, you're going to get if you got a financial advisor, you want the one that's going to do the best for you, work the best for you, and that is going to charge you the less as far as yearly annual fees to manage that account. You want somebody who's going to do a great job also, but you want them also to get the less fees for that. It varies. Oftentimes it varies on how much money you are putting into those accounts or how much money is in that account. And oftentimes that's negotiable. Now, a lot of people don't know that, but I've talked to the financial advisors, and depending on how much you are investing or how much you got in that account, that can be negotiable. The difference between being frugal and being cheap. Until next time, this is Maurice with Maurice Money Matters.